There comes a moment in every person's life when the noise becomes unbearable. The doubts, the fears, the old stories you replay in your head like a broken record. A moment when you stare at the ceiling at 2 a.m. and whisper to yourself, "Is this really all I'm capable of?" And then, something shifts. Not because the world suddenly becomes easy, but because you become tired. Tired of playing small, tired of shrinking, tired of questioning your own worth. And in that fragile, powerful second, you decide. You decide to stop doubting yourself. This message is for the ones who have carried silent battles on their backs for too long. For the ones who smile in public but collapse into their own thoughts in private. For the ones who know they can be more, but fear keeps pulling them back into the shadows. And it matters because your life does not change the moment things get easier. Your life changes the moment you do. The moment you stop giving your doubts a microphone. The moment you look at your reflection and finally say, "Enough. I'm done running from myself." Maybe your story is like so many others. You grew up believing you had to earn your worth. That if you weren't perfect, you weren't enough. So you learned to silence your dreams before the world ever had the chance to. You'd start something, then second-guess it. You'd get close to a breakthrough, then pull yourself back. You'd feel excitement ignite, only for doubt to pour cold water over it. You've lived entire seasons of your life inside your own hesitation. And it hurts, not because you're incapable, but because deep down you know you're meant for more. You've always known. There's a version of you that keeps tapping on the door, asking to be let out. But every time it knocks, doubt whispers louder. Here's the truth most people never tell you. Doubt doesn't disappear when you succeed. It disappears when you decide you're no longer available for its lies. Self-belief isn't built in a moment. It's built in the moments you choose yourself even when no one else does. It's built when you keep moving despite the shaking hands. When you trust the path even when you don't see the whole road. When you stop waiting for permission and start giving it to yourself. Doubt is nothing but a story that feels real because you've repeated it for years. But stories change the moment you choose to tell a different one. A stronger one, a braver one. And one day you finally wake up, and something inside you clicks. You realize the thing holding you back was never the world. It was the weight you put on your own shoulders. You realize that every time you said, "I'm not ready," you were actually saying, "I'm afraid to fail." Every time you said, "Maybe later," you were actually saying, "I don't trust myself yet." And in that moment of truth, you stop negotiating with your fears. You stop waiting to feel confident. You stop postponing your potential. You decide. And that decision becomes a quiet, powerful rebellion. I will no longer be the reason I don't rise. That realization hits different. It changes the way you walk, the way you speak, the way you breathe. Because when self-doubt dies, your real life begins. So let this be your reminder. You don't need anyone to choose you. You don't need a sign or approval or the perfect moment. You just need 1 second, one small, unstoppable second, where you decide that you're done doubting what you were born to become. Your future is not waiting on luck. It's waiting on courage. It's waiting on you. And the moment you stop doubting yourself is the moment the world stops doubting you too. Because once you choose to believe in your own power, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that can stop you. That is the moment everything changes.